Love is everywhere. The time is 12 minutes after 2 o'clock. Let's take you down south to join our senior Toledo correspondent, Paul Mahang.
It is it's a beautiful afternoon here in Punta Gorda, Thursday afternoon, and the Department of Youth Services in Toledo has undertaken a very beneficial community outreach project. But to tell us more about this event is the district manager of the Toledo Youth, or the District Youth Department of Youth Services, Toledo, Mr. Abdul Nunes.
Well, good afternoon, Belize. As you notice, I'm flossing my haircut. I'm just grateful to our director, Ms. Indira Log, for allowing us to be creative and innovative with our community engagements. In this instance, this is one of the first of our biannual back to school drive. I'd like to thank some of the barbers, which include Mr. Blacker, Mr. Param, Mr. Bones, Mr. Dickey, Zebis, and Leos for reaching out and coming out when we approach them to be a part of this giving back to the community. I want to also point out, this is very key, this is important, that for many of us, we tend to make assumptions when we reached out to the Chinese community to assist in bringing this to fruition. We thought that they never may respond, but they were more than willing and happy to be a part. So, Mr. Mahong, I want to thank you and Love FM for giving us this opportunity to present this to the general populace.
And thank you very much, dear Mr. Abdul Nunes. You're always on the upfront and you are not afraid to have these community outreach projects from the Department of Youth Services. But a stronghold and a supportive agent in this project is no other than our youth officer of the Department of Youth Services Toledo, Ms. Yuri Castro will tell us more.
Hi, good afternoon, Mr. Paul. Good afternoon, Belize. So as my manager rightfully mentioned, it was a community engagement and actually an outreach. And we had to partner with, the Chinese community, and we will get I'll give out some names shortly, but just before that, we have 6 barbers today on compound rendering their services and, giving back to the community. It was not an easy way through because we had to hunt these barbers down. They have their own commitment as well because they're business owners. So we had to make sure that we tell them ahead of time as to what would be taking place and what we want them to do for our community. Like Mr. Abdul rightfully mentioned, we have Mr. Blacker with us, we have Leo Barbershop, Bones Barbershop, Dickey Barbershop, Al Valen, and we also have Amigos Barbershop. So those are all the barbershop here with us today rendering their services to us. And when we move on to the Chinese community, we want to mention Payless Store, Happy Kitchen, Indianville Shopping Center, Laughing Store, Family Hardware, Tim's Shopping Center, 999 Shopping Center, Ken Lee Store, WeMart. We also want to mention OK Store, The Cat Landing Palace, Lee One Shop, The Price is Right Store, Rush Yang Store, and Neighborhood Store. So those are all the Chinese stores that were willing to help us make this initiative a success. We also want to thank the Punta Gorda Town Council for always rendering their help when needed. And with that, Mr. Paul, I want to say thank you for taking out of your time to cover this event.
Mr. Castro, the boys who took use of this opportunity with their parents, because I saw the parents came by to very good support. Are they primary school age and about how many?
Yes, we did primary school just because of the fact that the time that the initiative was taking place, high school has already been open. However, we still took the opportunity to do this for the primary schoolers, and we have had about 35 primary school boys who have attended already.
When I came, I saw one of my favorite barber there, Mr. Dickey. You know, and he don't mind me saying it that I go to him, but as I'm into my senior years now, he's getting worried because the hair get less and less on my head, and so very soon he will not see me again.
Yes, Mr. Paul, I understand where you're coming from. It comes with age. It comes with age.
Yeah, you know, with it. So, you know, Mr. Abdul is joining me gradually, but so it's like, but it's a good project. I'm happy as I saw the parents came out with the children and the children getting their higher cut.
Yes.
And let me tell you, school open next week, Tuesday.
Yes, that's correct.
So this is part of them getting ready.
Yes, in preparations for the new school year.
So your project is very timely. So for now, on behalf of Mr. Abdul Nunes, the Department of Youth Service Toledo District Manager, and the Youth Officer, Ms. Yuri Castro, and the rest of your team, because I always support you from the department here, we're going to close off with the Lord's prayers and blessings to all our viewers and listeners nationwide and beyond as we take it back to our technician Giovanni and Armin in studios.
Love is everywhere. Thank you very much, Paul, and the folks there in Punta Gorda. The time is 18 minutes after